Mentoring is listening, mentoring is coaching, mentoring is being a positive role model.
Mentor is a guide, a friend, just somebody that a child can talk to get some advice, somebody that they can play maybe a game with, talk about some struggles that they're having at school, at home.
Mentoring is relationship building.
Mentoring is the opportunity for one individual to work with another individual and allow them to see all of the great opportunities that exist for them and to feel supported as they pursue those opportunities.
Mentoring fills the gap in someone's life, in a young person's life, by being a supportive cheerleader for that person.
So it's just that person that is consistently coming to visit this child once a week at their school.
If we could think back as adults, who might have inspired us to achieve? Who might have been there for us? Not only when we were feeling down or about going to school or about achieving a goal, if we hadn't had that person, where we might be at this point. So a mentor could help that person reach the next level. And unfortunately, in our society, in our area, the family unit is breaking down. There's not that extended family that we used to have, an aunt or an uncle, a grandfather, a godparent. So unfortunately, our children are looking to either themselves, the media, radio, that type of thing, to be influenced and get influenced by ideas, and unfortunately, it's not always the right ideas. So as the adults in the area and the children that don't have that support, that would be a perfect match for them at times.
We wanted to figure out how to make a difference with kids who may not get post-secondary education. So we went and talked to a bunch of them in focus groups, and as a result of the research, we concluded from talking to kids who were in the situation, they told us that what made the biggest difference was having a mentor. So we were determined then to do something about that. So what happened is we started with some mentor training. We put together some training. This was a collaborative of Indiana University Northwest, Purdue University, Calumet College, and Ivy Tech. We put together a training program. We have run several sessions of the training, both mentor training and mentor management training. But at the end of that, we said, well, okay, what's the next step? We need to move in the direction of helping folks get started with programs. We need to rally the troops. We need to have some organization that really can be a focal point for good things happening for mentoring. So we had the Mentoring Summit last year, National Mentoring Month, so it was a time for it, and it was very successful. We have continued our efforts. It's gathering momentum in Northwest Indiana, and we certainly hope that in the coming years, these first couple of efforts will be seen as the really first signs of serious, well-organized, extensive mentoring in the area.
Everybody needs a mentor. It doesn't have to be a specific child or a specific reason why a child needs a mentor. It could be for a variety of reasons. Maybe the child is shy. Maybe they have poor academic performance. Maybe some behavioral things. But it could be just somebody that needs that extra little help. Somebody that says, hey, we can do this together.
Definitely a product of mentoring. Growing up in Gary, Indiana, had an experience just like none other with the people in my life. Mentoring played a big role, I would say, from coaches all the way to Boys and Girls Club staff members, and also parents played a role. Just being able to listen and talk and share life experiences and take those learning experiences and implement them in my life. I would say mentoring, that's how it played a role. I can remember like it's yesterday, walking from the elementary school, Jefferson Elementary in Gary, walking to the John Will Anderson Club right there on 5th Avenue across the street from the Gary Main Library. The staff there was remarkable. Just to have positive role models, especially African American males in our community, that will take the time out and just teach us ways of life.
Not-for-profits in general represent the answer to a call or a need. And without not-for-profits, society would be an entirely different entity. So we feel that it's crucial that the not-for-profits in Northwest Indiana come to grow learn, develop skills to be an effective non-for-profit and fulfill their mission.
We work with a program out of Geminis called the LEAD Initiative, and it encourages a youth-to-youth, a peer-to-peer mentoring program that focuses on alcohol, tobacco, and other drug prevention through a peer-to-peer message. For us, what we find is we work with a lot of at-risk youth, and it's amazing what one youth can tell another youth. And through the research that we've done and some of the studies that we've been participated in, the youth, they hear and they receive a lot of messages from their peers. So we work with a small group of youth who are interested in delivering a positive message to their peers, and we foster their skills and we help them to develop their leadership abilities and character development. And we provide them with the knowledge and information about the dangers of alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs, and how to deliver that message to their peers to help to reduce and deter their peers from using alcohol, tobacco, and drugs.
Today was the second annual Mentoring Summit. It was a terrific chance for folks who are serious about doing good things for kids by mentoring to get together, talk shop, to look at best practices in mentoring programs, to be inspired.
It's a great opportunity to spend 4 hours together and have a number of different individuals share their experiences in the mentoring world, and for participants to ask questions and really have a give and take about the positives that mentoring brings to the community.
I guess I'm probably the product of mentoring. You know, my father directed me to get into human resources. I'm from Evansville, Indiana, originally went to Yale University, and I think, you know, my father being in my life, an active African-American male, steering me towards, you know, business, definitely set the stage.
I have experience in program design, program development, program management, both with the organization as well as working internally with our different departments, our human resources department as well as our line management, especially when we're going out to business communities and business operations where we had mentoring programs as part of our overall corporate responsibility.
And the Center for Mentors was an idea that we'd thrown around and decided to have a virtual place for organizations that were doing mentoring to look at the Center for Mentors as a resource for training, for education, for just getting together and talking and sharing ideas.
It was an opportunity to bring together existing members of the working group as well as those who are part of the co-op and others interested in creating a mentor program either in their not-for-profit or in coordination with other corporations like NIPSCO, who kicked things off today as a member of the panel.
I think mentoring is very important. That's why NIPSCO and NiSource is looking into how can we embrace mentoring in our culture internally and externally in our community.
The ultimate goal of the mentoring session was to get together, to rally the troops, to encourage each other, to continue the fight, to learn best practices, and to go out and do more for the kids in the area that really need mentoring.
It was a great effort in trying to inform organizations that are already mentoring, to educate those agencies who are thinking about mentoring. We're just trying to educate and inspire them to continue that desire to help children. And that's what happened here today. We're hoping.